Hi everyone, Melissa here with Fresh Blooming Clothing. I almost screwed up my own name, how about that? And I have a very quick thrift haul, and then I figured I would go through some more of my listed inventory and decide what I'm keeping or pulling and redonating or sending to a consignment shop. So this morning I had to go to a chiropractor. I pulled a muscle in my neck, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. So I stopped at the thrift store and I spent $6, which is pretty pathetic. But I'm happy with all the stuff I got. So you don't always get what you had hoped. I would have loved to have walked out with a billion things and high names, and it just doesn't happen sometimes. So rather than walk out with nothing, I did get a few things. I purchased two of these. One has the card around it, one doesn't. It's the Kong Classic. And these are pet toys for medium-sized pets. There's a hole in it, and I'm sure everybody with a pet knows how these work. We had a dog at one point, so we bought these, but he didn't like them at all. So both of these look new. I know they're rather pricey online, and I thought I would pick them up. They were 50 cents a piece. I'll lot them together and see if I can't get $9.99 or so. Next up, my niece's 9th birthday is coming up in April. So for her April box, which I'll put together next month, I picked up some purple and pink party crepe streamers. So crepe paper or streamers usually cost about $1 at the Dollar Tree. So this was nothing like phenomenal, but I was glad to find the colors. I'm always glad to support that thrift store. So these were 50 cents a piece. Vintage stickers. Now only one of these is vintage, I believe, and the rest are not vintage, newer, but they wanted 50 cents for the entire pack. So stickers, I will lot some of these up to sell, and some of them will be going to my niece. So I'll show you the ones that are all the same. These are all Disney stickers. They have a holographic border, and they're Mickey Mouse Disney stickers. I think most of them are the same. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. So I have 3 of these and 3 of these and 1 of these, 2 of these. Okay, so I have a lot of Disney stickers. For 50 cents for all of them, I'll probably lot these for $4 or $5.99. Somebody can include them in a birthday treat bag or something. And then the ones I'll send to my niece are happy birthday. So that was a fun find. And some little smiley faces. And just because there's an extra one in here, she'll get the music and musician ones. So all of those 50 cents. And the very last thing, like I said, it was a quick thrift trip, is Lularoe. And I don't know if I should have put this back. Maybe I should have, but it was brand new with tags. It's the Lularoe Irma. So this is an extra small. This would normally fit like a regular size, small or medium. Has the tags. They wanted $3.50. So it's like a heather gray, and then at the bottom is a black or navy blue and pink geometric print. I liked it just because solids do pretty decent. The size was decent. And I liked that it looked like 2 different pieces. If this was cotton, I might be keeping this, but I'm guessing this is polyester spandex. Yep, so that was everything. That was my entire thrift store purchase, but from the items, I might make 10 bucks on the Lularoe, 5 on the stickers, and let's say 5 to 10 on the dog toys. So what was that? I'm so tired today. What was that? Maybe 20 bucks total? But it didn't take me long to go through the store. I love those people. It's good to check. I have left my name and phone number for used pantyhose there. and the guy knows they're to resell, has no issues with that. And so I've picked up 2 bags there of used pantyhose and have sold them both. So it's good to stop and just touch base with him and let him know I'm local and can come anytime. And if he sees anything else that he thinks I would like as an eBay seller, to let me know. So connections are good, and I love the thrift store. So that's it. Tonight we have a friend coming down to stay with us from Pennsylvania, and I'm so excited. She's one of those people that you could just take off all your makeup and hang out in your crappiest clothes and just have a ball together. And she says that's on her mind, and I love this person. So she's coming down tonight and will be staying with us till Saturday. So about 3 days we get her for. And so we've cleaned the house really well. We always use it as an excuse to really deep clean the house. And my husband's gonna go pick her up tonight. So I might not see her tonight, just depending on how soon my meds kick in. But I might, but if not, we have tomorrow, and it's been gorgeous here. It's been, I think somebody said it was 87 yesterday, and it's supposed to get around that same to a little bit higher today. And it's February in Florida, and I am loving it. People have been over to the pool for the last few weeks. It just feels like summer here. And my body is sighing in relief. It hates the cold. So, okay, so turning, whatever that saying is, turning gears, switching gears? Switching gears, I think it is. I have a bin of men's and kids stuff. It just so happens that when I added the men's and kids together, I came up with a full bin. So I'm gonna go through it, decide what needs to be pulled off eBay, decide what I wanna keep on eBay, and just go through it piece by piece. This I found, I believe at the bins. It is a vintage Nike jacket. It zips down the front. It's very neon. It has a hood, and this is a vintage label for them, an older label, I would say. And I don't know what I have this on for. It did have just like 1 or 2 tiny little pen marks or something, but I'm gonna keep this because I just put it on and I like it. Okay, Columbia men's shirt. This was another bins find, I believe. It's a tan, brand new. Brand new? I thought it was brand new. Maybe it's not. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Brand new Columbia men's shirt. Would have retailed for $50 at the store. However, it has this embroidered patch on it. So not as good if it was just plain, but it is like their fishing kind of, I know nothing about sports. So the words I'm saying, fishing, camping, I know nothing about that, but that's what I'm guessing this is, this vent thing in the back. So I'll probably keep this on just a little bit longer and then donate it. I should check the price on that. I think I have it at $9.99 or $8.88, so not a huge sale. Next, this just makes me happy, is a Walt Disney World, brand new with tags. It's the old Disney tag, and it's the snapback mesh with embroidery on the front. We live about an hour and a half from Disney, so we find a good bit of Disney here. And I'm guessing I had this on for 15, 16 bucks, so I'll keep that on. This I just listed, it's a Patagonia. I think I just listed this week, so it hasn't been on very long. It's so snuggly. It's a girl size large jacket, and I don't know, oh, this feels amazing. It's like faux fur with a rippled effect. And I'll be keeping this on because I just listed it. I priced it what I would say aggressively because it's the end of winter, so I think I have it priced at like $20. We'll see. What is it? It's a little something. I don't know the word. A little choicey, chancy, dicey, something like that. My brain doesn't think of words. Okay, next are vintage Marburo pants. They're a cigarette brand that came out with pants in the 80s or 90s. And I have a good many watchers on these. I think I priced them for $14.99 plus shipping. Everything's plus shipping. And I think these will sell. Next up is something I got from the bins last week. It is Wrecking Balm Tattoo Fade Refills. So basically the whole system looks like a Clarisonic that you stick sandpaper on and some kind of balm, and it helps fade tattoos. And somebody put this back at the bins, and when the person was throwing stuff back, they threw back a Fitbit, they threw back this, they threw back one or other two things I got. I looked it up and it looked like it was going for $100, which didn't make sense to my brain. I just assumed I looked at the wrong thing. However, I think I have 4 or 5 bids, and this is up to almost $50 now. So this kit must work, or somebody thinks it works. I don't know, it's a weird one to me. So that's doing really well. Next up is a vintage Champion Shaklee O'Neal, is that right? Red, white, and blue jersey. I thought this might go for the Olympics just because it has the colors, but it hasn't yet. I'll sit on this a little bit longer. I did clean it, and there are still, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, still a little bit of marks. They're there, but they're a little faded. Now this is a child's, Hannah Anderson. I just picked this up, I think for $2. And I just listed this last week, so it's kind of spring summery. We'll keep it. This is probably something that I might keep. I don't know. It's vintage Levi's. I don't know how old this label is. I'm gonna guess 80s. If you know, feel free to let me know. And it's a little bit more green than aqua, but it's a cotton button-up. It's men's. Didn't have any issues that I remember. Has Levi Strauss embroidered. And I think my phone is ringing. I don't know where I set my phone. Haha! Phone. Oh, it's a scam. Don't you hate that? Those scammers. Okay, so vintage, I think I got this from the bins. It's a little more green than aqua. I would definitely keep it. The thing is with men's clothing, I haven't found a place to send it yet. ThredUp doesn't take men's. So I might leave this on for a little bit longer and then maybe try it at the consignment shop that I just found. We'll see if they take clothing. They take clothing, just men's clothing. Next is, found this on half off day. Parentini. It's a bicycle jersey. I'll keep it on for a little bit longer. I might check the price. I have very little attachments to things like this because I don't like the colors, I don't like the style. I have a bicycle. I like the color of my bicycle, which is probably why I have a bicycle. But yeah, we'll keep it for a while. This I thought would do well. It's a 90s color block Universal Studios cap. It's a snapback. And I did clean this and it came out okay. I don't think it really has any major issues. I'll check the price on that. That's only been on for a couple weeks. Next is another Hannah Anderson, and this one is summery, so I will keep this on for a while yet. It's a little girl's. It's cute, right? It's blue and white with bright blue pockets. I think their prints usually have names of the lines, line names, something like that. And this wasn't Flower Power, but it was something like that. So I found it. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. It's pristine. It looks perfect. I should have taken an offer on this. I have had an offer on this, and I was too elitist, I guess, to take an offer on it. It's 100% cashmere. The name is Peter Scott. and Peter Scott made in Scotland cashmere. It was in great shape. It had one little hole underneath an armpit, which I fixed. So you can't even really see it. But we live in the same town as Tony Jacklin. And Tony Jacklin, and I only know this because I did research on YouTube, is an award-winning golfer. And this is his shirt. So I priced this high in the beginning. Somebody offered me, I can't even remember, $30. I turned it down because I had it at like 90. And they might have raised the price to like 40, and I was like, no, I'm gonna hold on to it. But now it's been months and months and nobody else has given an offer, and I think I dropped the price. It's so nice. I dropped the price to 40 or 50. So I don't know. Stuff like this I don't mind sitting on though, because somebody is going to come around and want this exact one. It's in such nice shape. It's gorgeous. It's his. Tommy Hilfiger. I can't sell it. I cannot sell vintage Tommy Hilfiger. This is a cotton men's sweater, embroidered TH with oars. I don't know what this is. Some kind of lion crest, I don't know, thing. It's color block, which I thought was kind of back in. It's their 90s or 2000s label. It's in decent shape. It's got a little bit of fading at most, but why doesn't anybody want this stuff? I just need to stop picking up Tommy Hilfiger. I say that every time too. I'm gonna make a bag for the consignment shop. And if this doesn't sell within a week or two, I'm gonna put this in the consignment shop bag. That's what I'm doing with that. This is another jersey. I just picked this up, maybe at the bins. Yeah, I think it was at the bins. It's vintage. When I looked up the brand name, which is this, it was retailing for very high. It's got a funky print to it. And the back of the sleeves are padded, like from the arm down the forearm are padded. So what is this, a soccer jersey? I don't know. I'll keep it. I'm surprised this hasn't sold. I just don't do well with men's in general, and I'm sure it's because I don't know men's clothing, and I know women's more. I know the market is more flooded with women's, but men's clothing doesn't do anything for me. Okay, so this is Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a vintage label. There we go. It does have some fading. It's like black and white in spots and blue and white in spots. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this is like blue up here and black down here. So it's not super noticeable, but it is there. I loved the print on the front. It's got this giant surfer dude. And it's very iconic Ralph Lauren. It says Ralph Lauren on it. I don't know. I don't know. It's got the cookie patch. I think I have this listed for 30 right now. Maybe the fading, I don't know. I'll probably put this on auction. That's a good idea. I'm gonna throw this on auction and see how it does. Also, Tommy Hilfiger. This is also going on auction. This had sold to somebody overseas who never paid for it. So I let eBay open a case against them. They never paid for it, and it's back on now. I think I have priced it 40 though. So Tommy Hilfiger. It's a button-down cotton crisp shirt with a pocket, and I loved the print. It's very, is it all the things they make? Is it boating, yachting? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different equipment, and it says what it is. So this and the Ralph Lauren and probably the Tommy Hilfiger sweater I'm gonna throw on auction fairly inexpensively and see how they do. These I picked up a TJ Maxx yellow tag, not this past time, but the time before that. And I think I paid, I want to say $4. I think $4. They're men's, I wonder if these will fit me. What size are you? 34. Men's shorts from Brooklyn Cloth. They're the twill short. And the only reason I picked them up was because there was multiples. I've sold all of the other ones. This is my last pair. And they're cactus. Cacti. They don't say what they retailed for, but I'm guessing they probably retailed for like 30, 40 bucks. But, oh, cactus. So that's probably another thing I'll throw up for auction. This is getting redonated. This was my husband's, or I picked it up thinking he could wear it, and he didn't like it. He does music therapy at retirement communities, so he goes into different retirement communities, sings, plays guitar, plays piano, not at the same time, he alternates. He tells stories in between. He is really good at his job. He has about like 30 to 50 different retirement communities booking him, and he plays almost every day, and it's a paid job. So he loves it, the residents love him, and he wears, usually, because he's warm, it's retirement communities, so they normally keep it for the residents and older people, and me, like things warm usually. So he wears, all that to say, he wears short sleeve shirts that are oversized so he can move around a lot and play his guitar and get up and down and help. So this was too big, first of all. This was a 3XL. He's big, he's 6'6", but he's not wide. And he prefers cotton as well. I've turned him into a cotton snob. And this was cotton polyester, so he didn't like the feel of it. So this will go, might as well throw this up for like $4.99 and see if it does anything. 3 last things. This is also going on auction and being donated if it doesn't sell. I got this at the bins. It's definitely less than £1, so I didn't pay much for it. It's brand new. Fenwick floaters. It retailed for $20, so it's not like a huge brand, but I liked the branding. I liked that it was a holiday themed item. Since I found it in like November, I thought it would sell for the holidays. It didn't. Another vintage Levi's. I don't know what material this is, but I don't like it. This is a 70s label, I think. And it's a snap front. It's got those like fake pearl or maybe pearl snaps. A Western shirt. It smells good. I must have washed it. I don't know. I can't remember where I got it from, but I need to do more research in men's. I know people are saying men's sell, and I'm sure that's very true because the market is flooded with women's clothing. But more women, I would think, shop online than men. The pocket is cool. It's got like a cutout diamond thing, triangle. And the last thing in this bin is a very loud shirt. It's a hunting shirt, and I'm not going to take it out of the package since I just put it on. I'll insert a photo. Getting good at that. And it's North River. It retailed, I think, for $50 or $60. I'll keep this on. So things that need to be sent to auction is the Fenwick floaters, the husband shirt he didn't like, the shorts, definitely the Tommy Hilfiger, this Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, is that it? Maybe the Columbia. Yeah, I'll probably send that. Honestly, I wouldn't be too disappointed if all of this stuff sold for like a couple bucks. Just to get it out of here. Like I said, I just don't have any connection to these clothes. It's not something I love or excites me. It's just a box of things that are sitting here and might bring some money. So, okay, I'm gonna cut this off, refold all of this, and then switch out bins, and I'll be back. Okay, round 2. We have a bin marked accessories, sets, suits, purses, shoes, and pajamas. So there's just a mishmash of stuff in here. And the first thing I'm looking at, I got fairly recently. It's like a fanny pack with cup holders. And there's an air vent in the back. This would be great for tailgating, place for your phone. I'm gonna keep this on for a little bit longer. I got this at the bins. I probably paid 50 cents for it maybe. This was also another bins find. This is a bustier top with garter straps, detachable garter straps. So this would be great for somebody getting married that needs something underneath their dress. It is new with tags. I put this on it. I think I had this for like $4.99 or $5.99 or something. So I'm gonna keep this on. This surprised me quite a bit. It is a royal blue skirt and jacket suit by Joan Rivers, and Joan passed away. She sold on QVC. There we go. So this cute was featured on QVC. It's just like a, is it pencil? I guess it's a pencil skirt. It's brand new. You can tell it's brand new. The vent in the back still has the X stitching. And I'm not sure why this hasn't sold. I've had this from, I'm gonna guess like $20 to $30. It's a really pretty suit. It's unlined. It's got a texture to it. I think it was still on the QVC website at the time I listed it, but I've had this probably for 4 or 5 months now. So I'm going to put this for a lower price on auction. And this would be a great thing to give to that new consignment shop if it doesn't sell at the lower price. So definitely be doing that with that. Next is a robe I found at, I was gonna say the bins, but now I can't remember. It's Pinecone Hill. It's their one size. And Pinecone Hill, if you look it up, is a pricier brand. Kind of a salmon color, and it had a few little flaws inside. I washed it and they didn't come out. It was just like a dirt mark. You're probably not gonna be able to see it. And I didn't have the original belt for it, but I go to the bins, I don't know, a couple times a month maybe, and I have stocked up on sashes. So I always stock up on sashes, and I paired both of these sashes with this, and I just said I was going to include them free, and they would have made great ties. So I got this pink one. It's got a little bit of a salmon color. It's brand new with tags, and this is a J. Crew, and it matched as well. So I was going to include that in with the robe, just to give some tie options since it was missing its original tie, but nobody wants it. So I really think I'm gonna put this stuff on auction. I'm gonna do it. So if that doesn't sell, that might just be back to the thrift store. I have an Ann Taylor belt that my mom bought me years and years ago. I've worn it a ton. It's a silver sparkle belt. It's gonna be hard to see. It's like a dark charcoal silver. Really pretty. It's leather. It's a size small. It fit me. It still fits me. But I don't wear it anymore because my outfits now look like this and not fancy. She bought it for me. I think I still worked at BMW. I had sold cars at BMW for about 2 years. Loved it. I've loved almost every job I've had. But I get bored easy. Okay, another suit. I knew I shouldn't have picked this up. The only reason I picked this up is because it's a Pendleton. It had the exact type of material listed, but this is their authentic hunting McPherson tartan. So tartans have a very specific print. I don't even know if weave, I guess print is the right word. for different clans, Irish clans, Scottish clans. And I guess this one wasn't popular. I'm gonna redonate this. Maybe I'll do the same thing, throw it on auction, and then if it doesn't sell, redonate, because it's probably been on for like 6 months and nobody has looked at it. It has so little views and so little, I don't even think it's had a watcher the entire time. So there's that. Pendleton is very hit or miss, so these make me happy still. These I found at the bins. They are hooks. Do you see them? One is like a bear, I guess, with a nose, and the other one makes sense. It's an elephant with a long nose hook. I'm guessing they're from like the 50s, 60s. I'm gonna leave them up. They bring me joy. What else do I have in here? I have a Shaklee fanny pack. Again, I got this fairly recently, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I cannot believe this hasn't sold. Flax does pretty well. Most resellers say flax does pretty well. Try to find flax. I've had a couple pieces now. They're all smalls though. This is a petite, which is their extra small. So their bigger sizers do really well in my opinion. This one is a 2-piece set. I think I have it on for like $8. I'll bring this to the consignment shop. She'll know that this is a decent label, also size petite. It is a top. It's kind of like a cropped, maybe not, maybe just a shorter than I'm used to. And the label, it's like a fortune cookie label almost. They always have like fun little sentiments. I am whole, full, complete in me. I don't know about the English on that, but I will probably put it on auction. This is a vintage Dooney and Bourke that I recently got. I'll insert a photo. And I'm keeping it up. I like it. This is something I got at the bins, no doubt. It is a scarf, but I also showed it. It could be like a small tablecloth. It is vintage. I liked it. It could also be like a sarong worn around your hips for the beach. I don't know. I'll throw it on for 99 cents. I'll lower the price and put it on auction for 99 cents, and then I'll donate it back. And the last thing in here, nope, that's the Shaklee bag. So that was everything in there. That was just really a mishmash of stuff. And most of my stuff does sell within a month or two. So when I go through my inventory, the stuff that you see me kind of pulling and giving away, it's been tried. I've tried lowering the price, raising the price, changing different pictures, reworking the title. It's just stuff that won't stick for some reason. And sometimes I'll leave it on if it's a higher price item and I know it's had watchers, but sometimes it's just ready to let it go. I'm ready to let it go. And so some of that stuff is that. If I've had it on for 6 months and nobody's really looked at it and I've had the price as low as $10 or $20, it's time for me personally to do something with it, whether I throw it on auction or give it to ThredUp or a consignment shop. I'm ready. I'm ready to have it out of my life, and I make money. When I go shopping, that was funny. That was really good timing. I don't know if you heard, but my phone went cha-ching. When I go shopping and I get stuff from the bins or even a regular consignment shop, thrift shop, I make money on the whole. So if I'm spending $50, within a few months, I've probably made at least a couple $100s. So the little pieces that are kind of left over after that, it's not that I paid $2 for them and I'm taking a hit. It is that, but I've already made that money back on something else and then some. So I don't think anybody on eBay knows what's going to sell 100% of the time. especially if you're shopping and looking for used items in the stores. So some of it, like the Pendleton, I knew I probably shouldn't have gotten, but I looked at somebody's Instagram post and I was like, oh, maybe Pendleton's good again. And some of it is, some of it really is. So even me saying I can't sell that doesn't mean somebody else won't be able to sell it. So it's really hit or miss, and that's all I have to say. I'm sure you're hearing this from a lot of people if you watch YouTube, but I like to have people playing in the background when I list and photograph. So hopefully you're also the same way and my rambling on and on isn't gonna bother you. So I think that's the last bit I'm gonna go through today because my husband's due home and we have a little bit more cleaning to do on the house before my friend gets here. And I'm so excited. And that's it. I probably won't shop for, she'll be here through Saturday. So depending on my body and how I do, I probably won't shop until next week. So I'm sorry you're not gonna have anything to watch from me, at least. There's a whole bunch of other sellers you can watch, but no thrift hauls for the rest of this week. Take care.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart.